What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today, I want to break down the 3 swing trades that I took on Friday of last week and closed both yesterday and today, making me just over $10,000. The trades that I took were on Tesla and NVDA, and the technical formation that I was using to take these trades was, of course, the break and retest. I talk about this strategy all the time on this channel. I use it for both short-term trading as well as swing trading, and today we are going to focus on the swing trading aspect. So took these trades last week using the break and retest. I want to break down the technicals that I saw on these positions, share with you guys the positions that I took, show you the profits that I was able to make on both my brokerage, interactive brokers, as well break them down on TradeZella. So you guys can hopefully learn from this, see what I was watching on these positions, why did I take them, what was my mindset during the trade, and hopefully you can walk away learning something from today's video. So if you do enjoy today's video after watching it, press that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to come hang out in the pre-market live stream starting every day at 8 a.m. So guys, we're going to start this video off on interactive brokers. We're going to run a realized summary report so you guys can see the actual trade straight for my interactive brokers, and then we will go ahead and move into TradeZella where we can visualize these trades a little bit better, more analytical, and a little bit more visually appealing. I want to make something clear. I did still hold some positions from yesterday into today on Tesla as well as on NVIDIA. So these numbers are going to be slightly different than what they are realized after today, which we will see in TradeZella. So if we go to the realized summary tab and we go to the custom range date, you will see that I can only go from Friday until Monday. I can't grab today just yet because it is still processing as of today. If I go to Monday, which is yesterday, we can run this report. So if we go, you can see July 29th to August 1st. We can go to realized and unrealized performance summary. And you can see right here, guys, if I zoom in, you can see $12,057 over the last 2 trading days from Friday into Monday. The trades that we're going to focus on, number 1 is this NVIDIA August 5th 180 call for $2,207. The actual ended up realized performance on this trade is right here, $1,872. So I did give back some profits on the NVIDIA swing trade that I did take. If I go back and I go back to interactive brokers, the next trade that we're going to talk about is the Tesla August 5th 870 call that I ended up $4,546 as of close on Monday. If we go into TradeZella, the actual ended up realized profit on this position was $5,697. This is because I ended up closing a few more today for slightly more profit. If I go into the next trade that we're going to talk about, that is the Tesla 880 call for $2,959.78. I closed this position completely on Monday, and you will see this in TradeZella, $2,959.78. It matches up perfectly, right? So those are the 3 trades we're going to talk about. Between those 3 trades, just about $10,000, $5,000. If we go back, $5,700 on this swing trade, which is the one right here. So this ended up being $5,700. This one was about $3,000, and then NVIDIA adding about $2,200 on top of it, just around $10,000 between those 3 trades, and we are going to break those down. So if we go over to TradeZella, and let's go ahead and first look at the big Tesla swing trade. You can see that I had a $5,700 winner, a 113% ROI on this position. If we go to the chart, you can see that this is where I entered these positions. I will zoom out to the 10-minute. You can see that I was entering these positions on the on Friday, the close of Friday. I'll go to the 1-minute just because it's not as good to see. Right here is Friday of last week on the chart. This is a trading view chart on TradeZella. You can see my entry here and my entry here. This was on the run-up on Friday into close. You can see this is the weekend. This is Monday, where I actually did close one of those positions for $59.87. And then my next exit was here today at $47.33. So I did sell one yesterday, and I sold the other one today, right around when Tesla was trading around $9.15. Overall, 113% profit, $5,700. You can go down to here. You can see the actual entries and exits. My entries right here, we're on 729 at 1346 and 729 at 1457. 2242 and 2276 were my entry points. My exits were 59.87 and 47.33. So this trade alone was just around $5,700. If we go back, we can look at the next Tesla swing trade, which was right here. This was a 131% winner. It was $2,959, and this was actually on one contract. I got in the 880 calls on Friday at 14:59 p.m. That is right around 3 o'clock. I got in for 22.59 and out at 52.21. If we go to the chart, we can visualize where I entered this position. Again, this was on the run-up from Friday afternoon, which you guys can see right here. This is the Friday afternoon run-up that we saw on Tesla, and my exit point was yesterday right around 10:19 a.m. at 52.21. That is my second swing trade, just verifying these trades for you. The next one that we're looking at is the NVIDIA swing trade. I took 10 contracts, got about 32% on it. Again, I was buying this into the Friday run-up that we saw end of day, and I closed these positions both yesterday. I closed about 5 of them yesterday, swung a few more into today, and you can see I closed those right here around 11:15 a.m. today. You can go down and see all of my entries and exits. Here are all of my entries. Here are all of my exits. The total profit on this position was $1,872. So now that you have an idea of what I looked at, what I traded, let's go ahead and break down the stuff that you want to see, the actual analysis, what I was looking at, what was the analysis behind the trades, why did I enter, everything that I was thinking about during the position. I wanted to get this out of the way, verify this all for you. Interactive Brokers, straight to TradeZella. Now let's go ahead and jump into the technicals. All right, guys, so here we go. Tesla on the daily chart. This is where my analysis started, and this is where the break and retest started to present itself to me. So if I look at Tesla on this daily chart, the first thing that I was watching coming into this week and over the last few weeks was the first break and retest that I was spotting right here around 760. I was seeing that Tesla was beginning to make potentially higher lows and higher highs. We got a big push here on Tesla after earnings through that very important rejection point. You saw we got the break, we got the rejection off the 100 SMA, and where did we pull back to? We pulled back to the previous triple top rejection, and we held it as support. That right there gave me interest. Now, I didn't get into a trade there, but that gave me interest, right? In my mind, I'm thinking, okay, Tesla is starting to break previous supply. It is turning into demand. I need to watch Tesla for continued upside. Now, if we look forward, the next thing that I was focusing on was the green line on your screen, the 100 SMA. We were having trouble breaking above the 100 SMA. That is a very important level for Tesla to try to get back over. We have the 100 SMA that rejected right here previously before we pulled back, and we were trying to get back above it on Thursday of last week. On Thursday of last week, that is this candle right here. Look at the bullish wick that on Thursday of last week, Tesla was able to put in. We were able to pull back below the 100 SMA and close substantially higher, bouncing off the 100 SMA. That right there gave me confidence that we might see more upside into Friday, and that I should be looking for more continuation to the upside. So if we break this down to the 4-hour chart, this is where my entry started to formulate. This is where I started to see the entry point that I was able to catch on Tesla. On the 4-hour chart, I was seeing that, okay, we had the first break and retest of 760. That in itself was a fantastic entry. I did not catch that one. From that point, Tesla has ran about 20%. That would have been an even better entry than where I took it. What I was waiting for was a break and retest of this pivot high. So if I go to the left here, you guys can see right around this 840 level, you had a previous support level, and a previous support level that ultimately failed back in April and May of this year. If I draw a little zone around that level, I know that, okay, we had previous support. What did we do when we came back into that level last 2 weeks? We rejected off that level. Now that I see that rejection came in and I see that the retest is starting to hold and push back to the upside, what am I looking for? If I missed this retest, if I missed my entry here, my next mindset, the next thing in my mind is to look for the next one. Where is the next break and retest going to start to form? The next break and retest would be a break and hold of these previous rejection points. The previous rejection point that was just created on the This was back on the 22nd of July. So after missing my original entry on this retest, my next entry is a break and retest of this previous rejection, which was right around $840 a share, which also aligned with the previous support from back here in April and May. So as Tesla was starting to push to the upside on Friday, I spotted the break and retest of 840. If I go to the hourly chart here and I zoom into Friday of last week, you guys are going to see right here, Friday intraday, we pushed up into this on Friday. Here is Friday's trading. We pushed up into this level above it on Friday. We pulled back to it intraday, and you can see this wick right here. This 1 hour candle right here at 9 a.m. on the 29th of Friday. The wick on the 1 hour candle that pushed off this 840 previous rejection is what gave me the confidence to look for that upside. If I go into the 5-minute chart, you guys are going to see this even clearer, that we were able to turn a previous support level or a previous resistance level right here at 840 into support on Friday morning. I was watching Tesla. I saw it create that break and retest. I wasn't sold on it just yet. I was waiting to see if we would start to push into end of day. And as we started to get that, guys, into end of day, I took my chance. I said, I like this Tesla break and retest. I want to put some risk on the table here. Tesla is in a very obvious uptrend. It's creating break and retests to the upside, and this is my chance to go ahead and try to take advantage of the next break and retest that I saw. I missed the first one, and I spotted the second one right here, which is the 840 break and retest, and right there, that push above the 840 hold and that push above into Friday close is what gave me the confidence to trade this position. You can see Friday into close, we really ripped to the upside, and Monday we had continuation where I started to scale out of this position. So if I go back to the 4-hour chart, this is all coming down to the break and retest. Everything about this position was based off of Tesla creating supply levels, breaking them, and turning them into demand. This is where it happened first, right here. This was supply all right here. It turned it into demand. This was your next supply level. It turned it into demand on Friday. Back to the 15-minute, right here, you had previous supply, turned into demand on Friday, and that right there gave me the confidence to take my positions. So guys, here is the next trade on NVIDIA, again using the break and retest to find my entry. So you guys can see on this 4-hour chart, we were looking at a 170 level and a 181 level. The first 170 level was a previous rejection back in June, another rejection in June, and you can see in early July and just about 2 weeks ago, we turned these levels into support. We turned a previous demand or previous supply, previous rejection into demand here around 170. I did not catch these two entries. They were a little bit sloppy, and the market wasn't quite in the trend that I was looking for to take a potential swing trade. You guys can see over the last few weeks, we did get in a little bit more of a trend on the NASDAQ to the upside, and this has gained a little bit more confidence for me to take on some of these swing trades. Where was I looking for the next break and retest? I missed these entries. I can't chase them. The next thing I'm looking for is where is the next rejection point and where do I need to look for it to turn into support? That is right at 181. You guys can see we had many previous rejections at 181. Rejection here, support here, a previous rejection here in mid-June or mid-July. And I was looking for where is NVIDIA going to pop back above that 181 and where can I see it turn into support. If I break this down to the 5-minute chart on Friday of this week, you can see at the end of day, right here guys, NVIDIA was able to break above the 181 level and it held it into close. When I started to see NVIDIA hold 181 into close, starting to turn that previous rejection point from Thursday morning and all of the other previous days into a support, that gave me the confidence that NVIDIA would try to hold this 181 and try to push to the upside. If NVIDIA broke under 181, started to break to the downside, I would get out of this trade and I would take a loss. but I like trading off that retest level. We are back above a previous rejection. I want to see if it can turn into support and take a play off that level. The reason why I like trading these retests, again, is because it offers a very good risk to reward. Your stop loss is if the stock breaks back below the previous supply, if we get back below and it does not hold as a strong support level, and the upside is up to the next level that you are watching. In this case, it was around $190 a share on NVIDIA. So you can see Friday end of day, we broke that 181 previous rejection. We started to hold it into close. On Monday of this week, we had a little bit of chop here in my demand zone. That was a previous rejection point, and you can see we held these previous highs perfectly. You can see this is Friday's highs. This is Thursday's highs. You can see that we held it perfectly Monday morning. Got that nice push on NVIDIA to the upside and took profits along the way. Held a little bit into today and took profits once again. You can see once again, guys, NVIDIA today turning 181 into demand. This is a perfect switch right on your screen right here. This is the perfect example of a switch from supply into demand. You guys can see the supply that turned into demand. This, in my opinion, is something you should always be looking for on the market, and that concept right there is what made me about $10,000 on 3 swing trades in the last 2 days. Tesla, break and retest, supply into demand. NVIDIA, break and retest, supply into demand. I hope this video makes sense. If you have any questions on the break and retest for swing trades, make sure to put them down in the comments below. I am more than willing to help you with this strategy, help you learn more about it. If you want to get these trades live as I take them, learn more about my insight, more about what I'm looking at when I take these positions, make sure to check out the Discord down below where I post all the trades that I take. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Hope you learned something from today's video. If you did, press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.